Friends, welcome once again. In this sessions, we are going to learn how the battery charge and what to do if our laptop's not battery charging. So this is the problems appears in many laptops and we get stuck. So in this video, we are going to learn first the concept, how the battery charge take place, which are the signal flows, and then we'll go to the schematic diagrams, and in that schematic diagrams we are going to learn the steps and the signals and the process, how to rectify the problems if the battery not charging. So first, this one is a battery, and this Li-ion battery is they are the cell. Normally there are the six cells, so this cells connected in series. So here are the cells. The one cell capacity is a 3.7 volt, and each have the 2 amperes. So here the 3 volt, here are the three cells are connected in series. So in series the voltage is increases like a 3.7, 3.7, 3.7. The voltage will be added. Okay, so it will go somewhere around 11.1 volt. So if we connect the cell in series, then the voltage will be added and the current will remain same. So the 2 ampere will remain same here, and we connect one more modules, 3.7 volt, then 3.7 volt and the 3.7 volt. So now here are the total 6 cells. Now the 3 cells are connected in series, these 3 cells are connected in series, and now this both rows we are connected in the parallel. So these are the parallel connections. Okay, so now the total output will be the 11.1 volt and the 4 ampere current. Okay, so these are the cells, and inside this battery there is circuitry. It's called SMS controllers and some battery controller chips, and these controllers communicate directly with the SIO. SIOs simultaneously or directly communicate with the battery. There's a two wire connections called SM bus and the SM data. Okay, so SIO check the battery condition, the battery charge, and if the battery require the charge, and then SIO give the charge to the battery. So these are the assembles, and two more connections are here. It's called, one is called the temperatures. SIO simultaneously check the temperatures of the cells when the battery charging, and in some laptop there is one pin, it's called the system detect. System detect is a pin, there will be the 0 volt, but when it's connected to the ground in some model and some model is connected to the 3 volt, the battery output will be enabled there. When you connect the multimeter at this two terminal without connecting the laptop, at that time you won't find any voltages because the battery close their doors. But as soon as you connect this battery to the laptop, at that time the battery shows the voltage. So how to come to know that the battery connected to the motherboard? So there is one pin, is called system detect, and this pin is connected to the ground. So when this pin is connected to the ground, at that time the battery shows this output voltage. Okay, so this is a basic concept which I explain you how this battery and battery functions. Now we'll see how the battery charge. So here is a battery, and this is the positive terminal connected to this buck converter. This is the battery charging sections, and these are two wire communications called the SM bus, communicating with the SIO battery charging chips and the battery, and the system detect or the battery present register is connected to the ground. Now if a battery need a charge, the battery start communicating with the SIO, and then this communicating with the battery charging chips, and then SIO started switching this two MOSFET. These are the two MOSFETs are here. This started switching, and then here is a 19 volt which is generate a pulsating AC voltage passed to this coil, gather across this capacitor, filter by this capacitor, and this 11.1 volt is going entered into the battery, and in so the battery started charging. So in this way this circuits work. Now suppose if your battery is not charging, then what to do? So we'll go to the flowchart and we'll see. So if your battery not charging, first make sure your battery is okay. So try to connect or try to put another battery and check or verify your battery is okay, confirm that your battery is okay. But sometimes what happens is that there is no problem in the motherboard, there is a problem in the battery, and just we are working on the motherboards, and we are trying to rectify the get solve the problem in the motherboard. But at that time, in that case, there's no problem in the motherboard, there's a problem in the battery. So make sure your battery is okay. Now the next thing is, if your battery is okay but if your battery is not charging, it's saying plug in but not charging, or it's saying plug in charging, but if your percent is not increasing, at that time what you have to do is you have to check the positive terminal voltage at that positive voltage. You have to check your voltages. If the voltage is not coming here at this positive terminal of the battery, if the voltage is 1 or 2 volt, then what you have to do is you have to first check uh, this MOSFET number 1 or MOSFET number 2. Sometimes what happens is this MOSFETs get shorts, either one number or two numbers, especially this two number MOSFET gets short. So remove all the powers and put your multimeter on the buzzer mode and check whether this MOSFET is perfect or not. Sometimes the MOSFET is short. If the MOSFET is short, then it will show a zero resistance or the buzzer will be there. So make sure this MOSFET is okay. Number two, if this MOSFET is okay but still the battery is not charging, then what you can do is you can check this SM bus, SM data and SM clock, this two wire communication. For that you need oscilloscope or the signal analyzer, and from that you can check this pulses. When you connect the adapter, you will get some pulses. When you remove this adapter, then the pulses will be just changes, like the switching that pulses, the pulses will be the changes. If such things has happened, then this battery charging chips is communicating with this battery. If this pulse, if the things is not changing, then there is a problem. Okay, if the thing are there but still the battery is not charging, then possibility these two MOSFETs are faulty. Then check this two MOSFET by the multimeter. But in some time what is happen is these MOSFET shows perfectly all right on the cold test. Cold test means when you are removing the power, and if you're putting your multimeter on the buzzer or your diode mode, that or resistance range, that is called the cold test. And at that time this MOSFET shows perfectly all right on the multimeter. That means they are not showing a short circuit. But in that case what you can do is just replace these all these two MOSFET and recheck again. But sometimes the MOSFET get leakage or some minor problem is there, so better to replace these two MOSFETs simultaneously and recheck. If the MOSFET are perfect but still the battery is not charging, and this MOSFET also okay and the communication is also okay, and if your battery is also okay, in that case you can replace this battery charging chips. Okay, so in this way you can 100% rectify the problem in the laptop, the saying the battery not charging. So now we'll go to the schematic diagram and we'll see the test point. So here is a schematic diagram. So this is a BQ24780 chips. This is a battery charging chips, and the location of the chip is a PU7, and these are the two MOSFET charging MOSFET. This is a coil and this resistor, and this is the battery output terminal. And this is my battery connector. This is the battery terminal. This is a positive which is connected to the fuse. This is the battery positive side, and this two wire are the SM bus, system management bus is a two wire communication, and these 2 points are connected to the SIO. And here is a battery temperatures. Check the battery temperature, and this point is connected to the ground. Okay, so you have to check here voltage when you connect the battery and the adapter. You have to check here the voltage. If the voltage is showing a 0 volt, then there's the possibility that your SM bus is not communicating. You have to check this SM bus. Sometimes this diode gets short, this two diodes get short, so you have to check those diodes and check this SMBus communication. If the diodes are not short and the SMBus communication is there, then what you can do is you have to go to the battery charging chips. So you have to come here and replace, or first you check those these two MOSFET. These are the both are N channel MOSFET. You replace both the MOSFET and recheck again. But if the problem is still not solved with the replacing all these two MOSFET, then you go to this chips. This is the battery charging chips. Check this communication. Check the AC OK signal, and this check this output signal. If the output signal is not coming, then just simply replace this chips. The location of the chips is PU7 and the number of this chip is a PQ2470. Okay, but before that, if the voltage is not coming here at that positive terminal and battery not charging, it's saying a plug-in, but percentage are not increasing, and that in that case you have to go to this 2 MOSFET, the voltage coming from the adapter. So probably most of the cases we are seeing practically that this MOSFET gets short, and because of this MOSFET gets short, your laptop will work on adapter, your laptop will work on the battery, your everything will work, but only thing happen is your battery won't charge. It will show the battery is detected, but the battery won't charge. So in cold test you can check this MOSFET, and most probably this MOSFET gets short, so that is why this problems. So if the MOSFET is okay and if everything is okay, then the last thing is this chips get faulty. So friend, in this way I explain how the rectify the problem if the battery not charging. Thank you very much.